Alright guys, so this is the Kylie Cosmetics package, and here is the Burgundy palette, which is absolutely beautiful, guys. I actually really like the packaging. I actually did think it would be a little bit bigger, but it's a little small. But the eyeshadow pans itself, the quality is just amazing. So to first start off, I'm going to be taking my Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I absolutely love this hydrating cream. It's so good. I love how my skin feels with it. I'm going to be tapping it under the eyes just to deep puff my under eyes. That way I don't look so old. I just absolutely love this moisturizer, guys. So now for our eyeshadow base today, we're going to be taking the NYX HD Concealer. I could not find my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to save my life. I searched for it, but I couldn't find it. So we're going to be using this concealer as a eyeshadow base. And this one is in 04, which is like a beige color. And I absolutely love this concealer, guys. You guys already know I rave about this concealer as well. I just love it. Super full coverage. And I like it for the eyeshadow base because it cancels out my lid. Now we're going to be taking our 224 MAC brush with that first shade from the Anastasia contour kit from light to medium. This is the powder one. And I'm just going to be setting this base so that way when we go in with Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette, all the colors just seamlessly blend. Now we're going to be taking our Morphe M514, which is a really small crease brush, and I absolutely love it because it's very detailed and I could get into my crease, especially because I have hooded lids. Some brushes are really too big for my crease. So I absolutely love this. And I'm taking the first shade Beach. Then I'm going to be taking this one, and that one is going to be our transition shade. And I'm not going to be dragging this eyeshadow out right now. I'm just keeping it right at the outer corner of the eye and just going to be buffing and blending windshield wiper motions. Remember, guys, if you guys want a seamless blend, hold the brush at the tip, at the very end of the brush, because the further you hold it, the more airbrush it will look at the end. So now I'm going to be taking the color Naked from the Kylie palette, and will be setting my brow bone. This is not a very stark white highlight, it's just more of a settle, and that's why I wanted it, just because the eyes are a little much. And absolutely, this tutorial was inspired by Jeffree Star, so I do have to say that I absolutely love the look that Jeffree did with this palette, and I was just trying to recreate it, as well as creating a look for today, which is Thanksgiving. So you guys have a good Thanksgiving and eat a lot, because I know I will. Anyway, so now we're going to be taking this next mixing medium. I'm taking a dime size, and I'm going to be putting that on my lids. And the reason why I'm using this is just like the MAC mixing medium. What it's going to do, because I have hooded lids, it's not going to allow the eyeshadows that's on my lids to transfer up to my crease, because I do have hooded lids, and that always happens. So if you guys are looking for in a more inexpensive route, you can go ahead and get this NYX mixing medium. It works just as good. Now I'm going to be taking that shade Dubai, and then I was focusing that on the outer corner, and then in the inner corner I'm going to be merging those two shades, which is the color LA. I absolutely love it. It's like a really golden copperish shade, and then I'm just going to be blending those two colors together. And now on Jeffree Star, this looks so different. Whoops, I almost choked. Sorry, guys. But this is where my palette fell. And yeah, so I had to put it all back together. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Almond, and I'm going to be putting that into the crease. And I'm not going to be taking it all the way into the inner corner, because I want the most pigment and, the darkness on the outer corners. This makeup look did look a lot different on Jeffree Star, because he has giant lids and he has space. I do not have space, so I'm trying to make this look work for my eyes, which is the hooded eyes. Now I'm going to be taking my NYC liquid liner, and I'm just going to be doing a thin line just to define my upper lash line. Sorry, guys. Just so that way when I go in and put some falsies, they will blend with my naturals really well. Not only that, because I do have hooded lids, I do not want to do a crazy wing or anything because that would just take away from all of the eyeshadow work that we just have did. And I actually didn't speed up any of this footage just because I want you guys to see how long it took me to blend. Now we're going to be taking that concealer that we use as an eyeshadow base under our lower lash line. And we're going to be using it as an eyeshadow base again because I really want that burgundy shade to pop, as you guys can see in my other eye. And I absolutely love this shade, guys. I did find that there was a little bit of fallout, but I don't mind that. That's why I always do my foundation after my eyes, just because I don't like to be clean, I guess you can say. I don't like to have to always be so like neat. And if, opposed to if I were to have done my foundation first, then I would have to be really clean and make sure there was no fallout and all that jazz, which I don't want to do. So I just like to go straight in. Now I'm going to be taking that Morphe M507 and just blending out that lower lash line a little bit. And then taking a little bit of my Duo Lash Glue and some Flutter Lashes and Intoxicating. These are Amreezy's favorite, and they are my favorite as well. I really like this lash because it's gonna give me that drama, but it's not gonna cover all the eyeshadow that I did work on. So that's why I love these lashes, and they're super affordable. They're only $9. You can get them on the Flutter Lashes website, or you can even get them on the Morphe website. They carry them as well, and they're only $9. You can't go wrong for that. Now we're gonna be taking the Anastasia Pro Pencil in 01. No, in base one. I like to use this for my waterline. It's absolutely beautiful. Taking that naked shade as well, we're going to be putting that into the inner corners. It's not going to give us, life, but it's going to give us a little bit of brightness, which I want because the eyes are so much. I don't want to put too much in the inner corner, something that's going to blind us all. And I should have done this in the beginning, but I'm going to swatch them and show you guys how pigmented they are. They're just super pigmented. Look at that. That is the shade Dubai. I absolutely love it. And then this one is the shade LA, which is in my inner corners. Look how pigmented that is, guys. Super pigmented. I love this palette. I really do think it was worth the $40 that I did spend on it. Absolutely love it. And now we're gonna just jump right into highlight because you guys already see my face makeup. I actually did that in my last video. So if you guys want to see my face routine, go ahead and go on my channel and look for that. Now I'm just going to be highlighting with the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighter and with our Morphe highlighting brush. I think that one's a 501. I'm really chit-chatty today, guys. And then we're going to be taking it down the bridge of our nose just to highlight that and make it look a little bit more snatched. So, what are you guys going to be eating for Thanksgiving? I know I'm going to be eating a lot. A lot. I know that for sure. Sorry for that noise. That's my daughter. She's calling me. And then I'm just going to be using this e.l.f. lower lash line mascara, which I love. This lip liner is from Rimmel. I will have it down in this description box below because I do not remember what it was. And then the next thing that I'm going to be doing is just outlining my lips already and then filling the outer corners with that same lip liner. We are going to be putting a gloss on top. It's going to be a nude gloss from NYX. It's one of their butter glosses, which I love. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, which you should do, I'm always wearing this when I go to work. Absolutely love this shade. It's super nude, but super pinkish and beautiful. I absolutely love this shade. And this one is in Peanut Brittle from NYX Cosmetics. That's pretty much it for this Kylie Jenner Burgundy palette review. I hope you guys have a really good Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for loving and supporting me all the time. Please subscribe if you haven't already.